So, it was September 1967 that IPS opened its doors. And I was with the first batch that entered IPS. I got motivated or delved into the accountancy as a student as a result of probably the environment. And I'll say it was both internal and external environment. Internal with the colleagues and the type of friends that we made was very motivating. And externally, we wanted to be part of the professional elites in Ghana. And we were all bought onto the notion that we were all going to qualify.
IPS gave me the basics of accounting, and from which I had to build on. We had very good lecturers. And because of the very good foundation that I had, going forward, it made life very easy for me.
IPS was certainly very, very helpful. IPS at the time had excellent teachers. There was one, Mr. Jacob Arthur. He used to work, I think, as a director of finance at the University of Ghana, and he was a part-time lecturer here in accounting and bookkeeping. Certainly he was the main lecturer. And we simply loved his teaching. He was so good, such that when I went to UK to start doing ACCA, I didn't have any difficulty at all. To be precise, I passed my exams just like that.
I am whom I am today because of IPS, because IPS offered me the opportunity to accomplish my dream of becoming a professional accountant. And then also the discipline and training in the school that I got taught me that as a professional, I needed to be disciplined. It taught me the ethics of integrity, professionalism, and then to be competent in whatever I do.
I'm here to see a well-structured institution which can replace IPS in the sense that a well-institutionalized unit of learning or place of learning where those coming out of it were mostly purely well-trained accountants. And IPS can easily exchange its locum as the only professional accountancy school in Ghana. And I think it's going to remain as such for a long time to come.
I entered the then IPS as a student somewhere in September 1976 to pursue my course in Chartered Instrument Accounting and the Society of Company and Commercial Accounting. The then IPS was quite very interesting. It was a school that people believe could change their life and propel them into the accounting world. I must admit that Nana Apuma did very well, was a visionary, to have established a school.
I can say for a fact that IPS currently is still very, very important. I'm proud of my institution. I keep saying it everywhere. Anytime I pass IPS Junction, I say, that's my school. I'm so proud of the school. I think it's very, very important, even in modern day times, because it has produced generations of professionals. They work across industries, some in business, finance, and then public service. Some working for the government, even currently. So it can never be phased out. I think IPS is still very, very important and relevant to all our lives.
For many professionals, IPS has been a stepping stone to opportunity, growth, and lifelong careers. Today, the Institute is being revitalized to serve a new generation of learners.
We thank God for how far He has brought the University of Professional Studies. It's been 60 years of His grace. We have IPS, which is the Institute of Professional Studies, as its professional education unit. Pursuing your professional program at IPS comes with several benefits. The institutional credibility and reputation. Our environment is very conducive for learning. We also have flexible study options. You could either decide to pursue your program over the weekend or in the evening or the online section. The faculty that we have are also very experienced. Currently, we run the Association of Certified Chartered Accountants, which is ACCA. We also run the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana program, which is the CIMG. We have the Chartered Institute of Marketing UK, that is the CIM UK program. We also have the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, ICAG, Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management, that's CIHRM, and then we also have the Institute of Project Management Professional program, which is the IPMP program. Apart from this, we offer several training programs and short courses and executive educations for all those who are in industry. For you to be able to enroll on any of our professional programs, it will require that you have a minimum of your WASI results to show evidence that you have actually done your examination.
I would encourage everyone who wants to become a professional in the area of accountancy, marketing, secretariatship, or any of the courses that IPS offer, that the best place for you is to go to IPS, because you come out not just as an academic qualified, but as a trained professional that is fit for the job market.
With renewed vision and strengthened programs, IPS continues its mission of equipping professionals with the knowledge and skills needed to thrive in today's evolving world.
Thank you very much. Please appreciate the effort that was put into it. And I would like to appreciate the work of the public affairs team, the media team that put this together. And so thank you team, for a good job done. We appreciate you. I would like to invite the chairman of council, Dr. Larry Lawson Agbanu, to give us a brief remark. Let's welcome him.
Thank you very much, Auntie Abba. But you are bent on changing my name. My name is not Larry, I'm Harry. Larry for what? Once again, thank you. Honorable Deputy Minister of Education, Representative, Vice Chancellor, members of University Management, distinguished representatives of professional bodies and industry, faculty, staff, alumni, students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor as Chairman of Council of the University of Professional Studies, Accra, to join you on this important occasion of the relaunch of the Institute of Professional Studies as a directorate of the university. This event is significant not only because it reconnects us with an important part of our heritage, but also because it demonstrates in clear terms our readiness to strategically position UPSA for the future. At a time when the global human capital landscape is changing rapidly, universities must do more than preserve tradition. They must respond boldly to new realities in education, work, leadership, and lifelong learning. Across the world, economies are demanding a new kind of professional, one who is not only academically grounded, but also technically competent, ethically formed, digitally adaptable, and capable of continuous renewal. Professional education has therefore become more important than ever. It is no longer a supplementary aspect of higher education. It is a strategic imperative. That is why this relaunch matters. UPSA's historic strength has always been in its clear understanding that scholarship must be linked to practice, and that education must prepare people not only to succeed in examinations, but to lead in organizations, industry, and public life. The decision to reposition IPS as a directorate reflects that enduring philosophy. It signals institutional seriousness. It affirms that professional education remains central to universities' mandate, and it places IPS in a stronger position to contribute meaningfully to the university's strategic direction. As council, we fully appreciate the importance of strengthening those areas that define the distinctiveness and competitive advantage of UPSA. In a rapidly evolving environment shaped by technology, industry disruption, and changing learner expectations, the university must continue to invest in structures that enhance relevance, quality, flexibility, and impact. The relaunch of IPS is therefore both timely and strategic. I wish at this point to commend the Vice Chancellor for his clear vision, steady leadership, and continuing commitment to advancing the mission of this university. His emphasis on innovation, quality, partnerships, and institutional relevance continues to provide strong direction for UPSA's growth and transformation. I also extend sincere appreciation to university management team for the excellent work being done to strengthen the university across its many fronts. Initiatives such as this do not happen by accident. They are the result of conscious planning, commitment, and a shared belief in what this university can become. To the Director of the Institute of Professional Studies, let me say that this relaunch comes with both confidence and expectation. The university is entrusting IPS with an important responsibility to help drive a renewed era of professional education that is responsive, competitive, and aligned with the demands of our time. I encourage you and your team to pursue this mandate with clarity, discipline, and ambition. The Council will stand behind you and support you in whatever way possible. I also commend the 60th Anniversary Planning Committee for the thoughtfulness with which this relaunch has been situated within the university's Diamond Jubilee Reflections. It is fitting that as we celebrate 60 years of impact, we also take deliberate steps to renew one of the foundational pillars of our institutional identity. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of UPSA will depend not only on where we have come from, but on how courageously we position ourselves for where the world is going. Today's relaunch inspires confidence that the university is doing exactly that. I therefore leave this gathering with a deep sense of optimism. I am optimistic that the renewed IPS will expand opportunities, deepen excellence, strengthen our partnerships, and enhance UPSA contributions to national development and professional advancement. I am optimistic that this strategic relaunch will open a new and stronger chapter in the life of our university. Thank you very much. Long live UPSA.
Thank you very much, my council chairman, Dr. Harry Lawson Agbanu. I don't want to be fired right after this program. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Chairman. I would like to acknowledge the sponsors who have made this program possible. The Ghana Revenue Authority, I have acknowledged you, but we acknowledge you. And we look forward to much deeper partnership, and Oliver comes for more. The Institute of Chartered Accountants, Ghana, Ghana Institute of Management Accountants, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management, Ghana, we appreciate you. The Institute of Project Management Professionals, Chartered Institute of Marketing, Ghana, Chartered Institute of Taxation, Ghana, Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply Chain. Thank you so very much. Your partnership made this program possible, and we look forward to a deepened relationship that will translate into more successful programs. Thank you very much. I will acknowledge them shortly. They deserve timely acknowledgement, so I'll acknowledge them. I would like to introduce my Vice Chancellor, Professor John Kweku Mensah-Mauto, to give us his address. Let's welcome him.
Thank you, Mrs. Abaloko. Representative of Deputy Minister, Chairman of Council, our distinguished invited guest, Honorable Kandapa, this is my CEO, ICAG, former Auditor General who is in our midst, and all the representatives of the professional bodies who are our main partners, a hard-working registrar of the university, the person of Mrs. Lauren Jan, members of convocation, former staff of the university, cherished students, alumni, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, let me greet you and also to tell you that this morning I'm highly privileged and deeply emotional about what is happening today. In that today is the relaunch of UPSA, something that I have always wished it happened earlier than today. But before I read out the speech given to me by the committee, yeah, they gave me a speech to read. I want to tell everybody you gave me a speech to read. Yes. Let me recount the moment when Dr. Yamborega spoke. I was really touched because it reminded me of a day, that very day when I was at the SRC president. I was nearly impeached because of the decision to support management's vision to transform this university. I was part of the first committee which was tasked to introduce academic programs. And because of the anger, I was nearly impeached. But I saw the vision. I knew what it would bring on board this university. And I'm very happy that Dr. Yamborega is here. He's my mate. And they were the seniors by then. So he assembled the seniors in our midst and spoke to them to support the vision. Doctor, thank you. Yeah. So the true story is being told because there are people who were there. Thank you once again. Indeed, today, now let me read the speech. Today is not merely about a relaunch. Indeed, it is our heritage. It is about our identity. It is about honoring a legacy that has shaped professional education in Ghana for 6 decades. In the 60 years ago, in 1965, this institute began with just 5 students in modest classrooms and with limited resources, but with an extraordinary vision. That vision was simple, yet revolutionary. To professionalize business education in Ghana and to produce disciplined, skilled, and ethical professionals to support national development. From the humble beginning as a private institution provider, preparing students for professional examinations, the institution evolved into the Institute of Professional Studies, earned national recognition, and steadily expanded its academic scope. Through resilience, innovation, and unwavering focus, UPSA grew from strength to strength and into a very respected center for professional training in accountancy, management, and business education. Generations of Ghanaian professional accountants, bankers, administrators, entrepreneurs, public servants trace their roots and foundation to this great institution. Indeed, a defining milestone came when the institution was granted tertiary status, especially when it enabled it to award its own diplomas and degrees whilst maintaining its professional orientation. That transformation signaled a new era. IPS was no longer preparing students for professional bodies. Rather, it was shaping a comprehensive higher education model rooted in professionalism. Another historic turning point came with the attainment of our presidential charter, granting full university status and establishing what we proudly know today as the University of Professional Studies, Accra. At this juncture, let me drift a bit from my speech again and acknowledge the contribution of Honorable Kandapa, because I remember that day in a hotel when I was a young alumni and was tasked to meet the committee responsible for education, that is the Parliamentary Committee responsible for education. We have to go in there to defend the reason why we need to change and rebrand IPS to UPSA. On that day, there were some MPs who tried to push us to the wall. However, Honorable Kandapa stood and spoke in our favor and also aligned and educated them on the reason why we need to rebrand. Please, I hope you give it to him again. I do not know whether I should drift away from what I've been given to read. But let me continue, because I respect the writers of this long speech. Indeed, this journey from a small professional institution center to a fully fledged chartered public university is a rare story of vision sustained by discipline, leadership sustained by integrity, and growth sustained by relevance. At the heart of this remarkable history stands the legacy of our founder, Nana Opoku Ampoma, whose foresight laid a foundation for professional education in this country, not only UPSA, in the entire country. His belief was unwavering: education must not merely confer certificate, it must produce competent, ethical, and social responsible professionals. Indeed, if this man attracted very, very respectable people in Ghana today, including Otumfuo, Honorable Kandapa, and myself, without certificates, then indeed it's not just about certificate, but it is what you bring on board. It is worth noting that he began an institution where he would not assure you of a certificate, but he was able to convince you to come for training. Today, how many people can do that in this country? That is why today we celebrate our founder. Once again, let's give it up to him. Yeah. But whilst talking about the founder, let me also acknowledge the people who have brought this university to thus far. Indeed, as one of the vice chancellors who was part of the transformative agenda, I was fortunate to have worked with 3 former heads of this university. That is Reverend J.J. Mate, Professor Reverend J.J. Mate, Professor Joshua Alabi, and our immediate past Vice Chancellor, Professor Abednego Okofehi Amate. Not forgetting the former directors in the person of Mrs. Anda, Mr. Buama, late Mr. Buama, and Mr. Akofo. These are great men and women who played vital roles in bringing UPSA to where it is today. Wherever they are today, please, let's put our hands together for them. Now, let me continue again. That philosophy continues to define UPSA, like I mentioned earlier. Over the past 6 decades, UPSA has achieved milestones that deserve celebration. Expansion from a single professional focus to multiple academic faculties, development of undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral programs, establishment of strong partnership with global professional bodies, growth of a proud alumni network influencing businesses, governance, and industry, recognition as Ghana's foremost institution for integrating academic scholarship with professional training. Today, UPSA stands tall as the only public university in Ghana with a mandate to provide both academic and education and tuition for professional qualification, a distinctive identity that reflects our historic roots. Our team, scholarship with professionalism, is not just a slogan. Indeed, it's a philosophy born out of 60 years of experience. It is our heritage. It is our competitive edge. Ladies and gentlemen, it is therefore profoundly symbolic that as we celebrate UPSA at 60, we are relaunching the Institute of Professional Studies, the very nucleus from which this university emerged. This relaunch is a homecoming. It is a restoration of our heritage. It is strategic reaffirmation of our funding purposes. By elevating UPSA or IPS to a directorate, professional education is no longer simply part of our history. It is being positioned deliberately as a central pillar of our future. This decision strengthens governance, oversight, improves strategic alignment, enhances accountability, and renews our commitment to quality, innovation, and growth in professional education. I am especially encouraged that this renewed direction is already producing measurable results. IPS enrollment has risen from 250 students in 2025 to approximately 1,200 students in 2026 within 1 year. And Dr. Yamboriga, now I understood the fear of our colleagues when they said that once we introduce the academic program, it is going to stifle the numbers of the professional program, and it is true. In fact, since 2025, the historical figures indicated that year in, year out, the numbers reduced to the extent that it got to a time that the total population of IPS was less than 50. But I thank God that with the vision, with the preparedness of management, and with the support of the director, Professor Fidelis Kwanzaa, within 1 year, we have increased the population of IPS from the number to over 380%. Please, let's give it to them. Now, the statement made by my former past Vice Chancellor now makes sense. You work, I take the glory. So I'm taking the glory for what you have done. Thank you for that. That's just by the way. Yeah. Just as I mentioned, thank you so much. I also want to thank the UPSA at 60 Planning Committee. I was just telling the Chairman of Council that I told them that UPSA doesn't have money for whatever we are doing. So all that you are seeing, the management of UPSA did not spend a peso apart from this venue. In fact, for their strength in negotiation, they nearly paid for the venue, because at UPSA, everything is about going to look for money and then paying for everything that you, including the venue. Even the venue we have here, faculty members, if they want to use it, they pay for it. But for the wonderful work they are doing, management decided that we should give this place to them as part of our contribution. God bless you. Council Chair, Rep of our Education Minister, and our invited guests. I liken this year to be a year of a number of relaunch. In the coming weeks, UPSA will be relaunching our Center for Public Accountability, a center that has been inactive for a while. It was first chaired by Honorable Kandapa when he was with us as a faculty member. This year, we will relaunch at this center. In the coming days, we will also launch a new center for strategic and resource mobilization with logistics. Very soon, a center that has been fully financed by Mr. Hogley of Hogley Logistics, right? All right. And this is precisely what UPSA is doing. The relaunch of UPSA signals 5 strategic commitments. I've been told to say it. First, sharper institutional focus on professional education as a core mandate. Second, stronger quality assurance to ensure curriculum relevance and industry alignment. Third, deeper digital integration to support flexible and technologically enabled learning. Fourth, expanded partnership with professional bodies, employers, regulators, and international collaborators. And then fifth, greater national impact through the production of ethical, entrepreneurial, and leadership-ready graduates. And ultimately, we want to position IPS as the one-stop shop for everyone who is thinking about the professional program. So in the next few years to come, anybody who wants to learn professional, anything about professional, the first place that comes to mind that anyone will recommend you to is IPS on the campuses of UPSA. That is the dream. UPSA must produce graduates who do not merely seek employment but create opportunities. Professionals who combine technical expertise with integrity. Leaders who serve society responsibly. Ladies and gentlemen, UPSA at 60 is not merely a celebration of existence for 60 years. It's a celebration of relevance, celebration of resilience, celebration of transformation. Indeed, during this period, we honor the past not by preserving it in memory alone, but by allowing it to guide the future we build. IPS gave birth to UPSA. Today, as a directorate, it helps UPSA shape its next era of excellence. And to our professional partners who are here present, your collaboration strengthens our mission. To industry who are here present, your engagement ensures our relevance. To our alumni, headed by the strong man, I call him the strong man, Mr. Francis Dazi, the man who knows the response no. He doesn't take no for answers. It's all about yes. I call him my senior. Senior Dazi, thank you. He's the only one who can walk to my office without knocking. Yes, sir. Thank you. To our students, you are the reason we innovate and improve. To governments and national stakeholders, UPSA remains committed to Ghana's human capital development and economic transformation. As we celebrate our 60 years of impact, let us reaffirm our commitment to building an institution that remains innovative, industry, responsive, ethically grounded, and globally competitive. Let this relaunch declare with confidence. UPSA remembers its roots. UPSA harnesses its legacy. UPSA is prepared for the future. Let us together build an IPS that is worthy of our history and bold about tomorrow. Thank you all for coming, and God bless you and bless UPSA. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
UPSA indeed remembers its roots. Let's do it one more time for the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mauso. Thank you very much. We would like to hear from a few alumni who have walked through the corridors of this university. And I would like to invite Mr. Eric Odro Osai, CEO of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, Ghana. Let's welcome him.
Chairman of Council, seniors gathered here, Vice Chancellor, permit me to stand on the protocols already established by previous speakers. Today is not merely a ceremony. Today is a return to a powerful idea. I was reflecting as I sat there. 31 years ago, my professional life started at the Great Mandela Hall, in the Great Hall of the then IPS. During the documentary, I was looking for the yellow bus The yellow bus is a bus you can't avoid, you can't miss. 5 a.m., you should be ready for the yellow bus to carry you to trade fair. The yellow bus will come back at 10 p.m. and all students will be awake to listen to our colleagues how the exams went. When the results are declared, colleagues would go and check. And if you ask, did you see my number? The person tells you that as if I saw it, it means you did not pass. And as a former president of the Chartered Accountants Student Society of Ghana, and then IPS, we were worried. I never knew that it would be my turn to be the CEO of the institution I have criticized when I was a student, to then manage the examinations. That is what IPS can do. An idea that began in 1965, when the Institute of Professional Studies was established, with a bold mission to build a generation of professionals who would not understand accounting and management, but who would use that knowledge to shape institutions, economies, and nations. Many decades later, the idea has proven its worth. Across the world, including Ghana's ministries, banks, audit firms, regulatory bodies, corporations, international institutions, you will find chartered accountants whose professional journey began within the classrooms of IPS. The fingerprints of this institution are quietly embedded in the financial architecture of our great country. Today's relaunch is therefore not simply about restoring a name. It is about reclaiming a legacy and repositioning it for the future. ICAG is proud to partner the University of Professional Studies Accra to relaunch the IPS. We are pleased to partner and lend our support to this important initiative because we recognize the immense value IPS has contributed to professional education in Ghana over the decades. Our participation in this relaunch reflects our shared belief that the future of accounting profession will depend greatly on how effectively we bridge the gap between academia, industry, and theory as well as practice. Universities provide knowledge, but professional bodies provide standards. Industry provides the realities. When these 3 or 4 works together, they produce professionals who are not only qualified, but are transformational to lead their respective countries. And that is what IPS has done to this republic. Today, name it, the Auditor General, the Controller and Accountant General, the Director General Internal Audit Agency, the Commissioner General, GRA, just name it. IPS calls the shots, and we continue to train transformational leaders. IPS has historically been one of the most effective bridges between these worlds. Its graduates have not merely passed professional examinations, they have gone on to lead institutions, strengthen financial governance, and drive economic accountability. This relaunch ensures that the bridge becomes even stronger. What is then the changing landscape of the accounting profession that should be of relevance to the relaunched IPS? Ladies and gentlemen, the world into which IPS is being relaunched is not the same world of 1965. The accounting profession today sits at the center of major global transformations. Artificial intelligence is reshaping financial analysis. Data analytics is redefining decision making. Sustainability reporting is transforming corporate accountability. Public financial management is demanding deeper transparency than ever before. The accountant of the future will not simply prepare financial statements. The accountant will interpret complex data, advise leaders, strengthen governance systems, and safeguard the integrity of institutions and natural resources. This is why the relaunch of IPS is so significant today. It creates a renewed platform for developing future-ready chartered accountants, professionals who can thrive not only in Ghana, but across Africa and the global economy. Strengthening the pipeline of chartered accountants, riding on the relaunched IPS, we at the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana are deeply conscious of the responsibility we carry as the regulator of the accounting profession and practice in Ghana. And we intend doing this with the relaunched IPS of the UPSA. Regulation, however, is not only about enforcing standards. True regulation is about building the pipeline of competence. It's about ensuring that the next generation of chartered accountants are not only technically sound, but ethically grounded, technologically aware, and globally competitive. This is where IPS becomes indispensable. That is the home of true professional accounting education. Hence our motto, scholarship with professionalism. By strengthening professional education within the University of Professional Studies Accra, we are strengthening the entire ecosystem of the profession. We are creating more opportunities for talented young people to pursue chartered accountancy qualification. We are expanding the pipeline of professionals who will serve in public institutions, private enterprises, regulatory bodies, and international organizations. And ultimately, the newly relaunched IPS is strengthening financial integrity of this nation and deserves to be supported. As the new chief executive of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana, and as a proud alumni of the IPS, I would like to emphasize something that is deeply personal to me. I believe strongly in mentorship. Professional qualifications are important, but the true strength of a profession lies in how well its members are prepared to perform on the job, lead teams, solve problems, and create value in organizations they serve. The relaunch of IPS gives us a renewed opportunity to nurture chartered accountants who do not simply carry the title, but who demonstrate excellence wherever they go. Accountants who can walk into a ministry and strengthen public financial management. That is what IPS stands for. We stand for accountants who can walk into any corporation and build systems for accountability. Accountants who can walk into a startup and guide it towards sustainable growth and development. Accountants who can navigate the rubrics of artificial intelligence and data analytics and cause a change in their organizations and countries. Accountants who can serve Ghana, Africa, the global economy with integrity and competence. That is the kind of professionals IPS trains, and the testament is there. The people gathered here is a testament to the fact that IPS is no mean an institution in the world. It is a professional institution that is leading the charge when it comes to professional accountants globally. Distinguished guests, the partnership between the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana and the University of Professional Studies Accra is one we value deeply, and we remain committed to strengthening it. ICAG stands ready to continue collaborating with IPS and the university in advancing professional accountancy education, supporting the development of future chartered accountants, and ensuring that the profession continues to evolve in response to the changing demands of the global economy. Together, we can nurture professionals who are not only qualified, but future-ready to save our nation. Let me take this opportunity to warmly congratulate the leadership of the University of Professional Studies for this visionary initiative and pledge that the Institute of Chartered Accountants will continue to work with you along the way and support you to continue to develop the practice of accountants in Ghana. By strengthening this professional education platform, the university is reaffirming its historic role as a leader in business education. Let me commend the UPSA visionary leadership and say that you have done so well on this relaunch exercise. It is a strategic contribution to the development of the accountancy profession in Ghana and the West Africa. To conclude, Chairman of Council, seniors here, as we relaunch IPS today, let us remember something important. Institutions do not shape history by accident. They shape history because generations of people believe in their purpose. IPS has already shaped Ghana's professional landscape for decades. With this relaunch, it is poised to shape the next generation of leaders in accounting, management, and governance. At ICAG, we are proud to walk this journey with you. Together, we will nurture chartered accountants who will not only balance the books, but help balance the future of our nation. Congratulations to the University of Professional Studies, Accra. Congratulations to the Institute of Professional Studies, and congratulations to the future chartered accountants who will pass through these walls and go on to serve Ghana and the world. Thank you all, and God bless us.
Thank you very much. That is what IPS is known for, professionalism. Let's appreciate our alumnus, Mr. Eric Osai. Thank you very much, sir. We are around International Women's Day, and so I would like to welcome our alumni, Mrs. Emilia Boatima Osedechi, the Deputy Controller, Accountant General, Finance and Administration of the Controller and Accountants Department. Let's welcome her as she shares a few remarks.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lady MC. I've actually been ambushed by Sir Francis to say something. So something, I just said it. I would like to stand on the existing protocols that have already been established and say a very big congratulations to everybody, especially Professor Fidelis and her team. It is very humbling to be standing here to make a few remarks. I'm also an alumni, as has already been said, and it wasn't easy during our time. I was a science student, and this was not part of the plan, actually. It was my dad who encouraged me to come here. But looking at the facilities, it wasn't something I really wanted to, agree to. But I was struggling with chemistry. So I decided to give it a try. And I did come here. I did SIMA. We are very few in the class at the time. And I remember one of our lecturers mentioned, why did you leave Legon to come here? Because I was doing a Greek at the time. I felt I had taken a bad decision. But by the grace of God, I think our batch, we rewrote the story. We were passing the exams, and we qualified eventually. It wasn't easy. I must say it wasn't easy. So I would like to just congratulate the leadership that you've done a great job. And we pray that you continue to take the school even higher and continue to offer very relevant education, especially in this digitalized environment, so that our professionals will still be relevant even in the advent of AI, that will still be relevant wherever we are. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam. I also like to invite our alumnus Daniel Owusu, the managing partner of Deloitte, Ghana. Let's welcome him as he gives us brief remarks.
Good morning, Council Chair, Vice Chancellor. Let me also stand on the protocols that's already established. So I was just told, so I don't have any speech, so don't worry. It's not going to be long. Let me disclose, Odro here and I, we start in the class, I think it's 1995, 1995. So when we joined and we sat in the class together to write ICAG. But my story is slightly different. And it's different because I cannot detach myself from the school. So when we were here around 98, so Deloitte came to write an aptitude test. At times it was like, wish you go there and then you go and study and you write. So I was one of the people that decided to give it a try. And then we wrote the aptitude test and they picked the top, I think top 5, I can't remember. And I joined Deloitte immediately from here. So from the school I joined Deloitte and the rest is history. So the training I took from here, I've almost worked in every Deloitte office, both in Africa, in the UK, doing different things, and I currently lead the firm as the managing partner. And so I cannot write my own life story without IPS and the UPSA. And on this occasion, let me congratulate the school and to pledge the support of my firm and my own self to all the things that's being done, and to say well done to the team and everyone around here for the feat that has been chalked so far. So well done and congratulations, and we look forward to more things being happening in the future. God bless IPS, God bless all of us. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Daze was trying to ambush him. Thank you very much, Mr. Owusu. Swiftly, I would like to invite Dr. Emmanuel Newman, Director, Tertiary Education of the Ministry of Education, representing the Deputy Minister. Let's welcome him.
Well, thank you very much. The invitation was to the minister, and the deputy was expected to be here. The ministry, is one of the largest ministries with several departments. So on several occasions, we have to sit down with and share. The minister congratulates you for relaunching, and he's asked me to represent him and read his speech. So the speeches for the minister. The chairman of the Governing Council, IPS, UPSA, the Vice Chancellor, Ministers of State, if there is, at least we have the former ministers, members of University Management and Faculty, distinguished guests, representatives from industry and professional bodies, students, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor and privilege for me to join you this morning for the official launch of the Institute of Professional Studies. This occasion marks an important milestone in the continued development of professional education in our country. Allow me first to express my sincere appreciation to the leadership of the university, the Governing Council, faculty members, and all partners who have worked diligently to bring this initiative to fruition. Your commitment to academic excellence and professional development deserves commendation. I wish to congratulate the entire UPSA community for this forward-looking step. The establishment and reorientation of the Institute of Professional Studies demonstrate the university's unwavering dedication to strengthen professional education and enhancing the capacity of the workforce. Today's launch is not merely the unveiling of an institute. It is a declaration of our collective resolve to build a system of education that responds to the evolving needs of the nation and the global economy. Education, ladies and gentlemen, education remains the cornerstone of national development. However, in an increasingly competitive and knowledge-driven world, the nature of education must evolve to meet the demands of the modern world. Professional education plays a critical role in this regard. It bridges the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical application. It equips individuals not only with academic qualification, but also with industry-relevant skills, professional ethics, and the competences required to thrive in the workforce. But I hear that one of your unique selling points is that you integrate both professional education and academic. If that is the case, let me say something. Well, if that is the case, then everybody who passes through this institution, whether for a degree program or for professional training, should come out with some professional qualification. Oh yeah, if whether you are pursuing whatever you are pursuing, or the marketing, accountancy, whatever, you should end up writing. No, you should be, whether you pass through IPS as pursuing only the professional, or you pursue marketing. Because that is what your name is. That is why when I was called to come and do this, then I called registrar. You are relaunching the profession. I said, what? I thought that is what you were. I said, that's what. It's also in your name. Not only in clothing, because I hear you are so particular about how students should be dressed. But anybody who passes through, because if you are reading law, you qualify law, you write something, isn't it? Even education teachers, you are expected to write before you qualify as a teacher. So anybody, it goes without saying for an institution like you, whatever you read, aside your degree, there should be something professional you go home with. That is just my personal. I think the reorientation should begin with this. That will be the most important, unique selling. Exactly, I tell you. Because it's after here, you come, when you do marketing, you get a professional quality. If you do project management, you also write there. So you have two already. So you have two. Across the world, countries that have made significant economic programs have done so by investing in strong professional and technical education systems. Such systems produce accountants, managers, administrators, entrepreneurs, and other professionals who drive innovation, improve institutional performance, and strengthen economic productivity. For Ghana, professional education is particularly important as we seek to build a resilient economy, strengthen public and private sector institutions, and create sustainable employment opportunities for our young people. Institutions like UPSA have played a critical role in this national agenda by producing graduates who combine academic knowledge with professional competence. The launch of the Institute of Professional Studies further reinforces this commitment. Through professional education, we nurture individuals who can lead organizations with integrity, manage resources responsibly, and contribute meaningfully to national transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, the story of the Institute of Professional Studies is deeply intertwined with history and identity of UPSA itself. 6 decades ago, IPS began its journey as a professional training institution dedicated to preparing students for professional examinations and careers in business, accounting, and management. Over the years, it evolved into a reputable tertiary institution, eventually attaining full university status. Throughout this transformation, professional education remained at the heart of the institution's mission. The original Institute of Professional Studies served as an important platform through which thousands of students prepared for internationally recognized professional programs. It built strong partnerships with professional bodies and played a pivotal role in shaping the careers of many distinguished professionals in Ghana and beyond. Many leaders in business, finance, public administration, and entrepreneurship trace their professional beginnings to the training they received through these programs. Today, as UPSA continues to expand its academic offerings and strengthen its global reputation, it is only fitting that the Institute of Professional Studies is being revitalized and repositioned to play an even greater role in the development of professional education. Esteemed guests, the reorientation of the Institute of Professional Studies represents a strategic step towards ensuring that professional education at UPSA remains relevant, innovative, and responsive to the needs of the 21st century. The modern workforce demands professionals who are not only technically competent, but also adaptable, ethical, digitally skilled, and capable of critical thinking. In this regard, the renewed Institute of Professional Studies will serve as a center of excellence, I believe, dedicated to delivering high-quality professional training programs, strengthening partnership with international professional bodies, integrating technology and digital tools into professional learning. This is very, very, very important. Promoting research and thought leadership in professional practice, and supporting lifelong learning and continuous professional development. I believe that your short courses are being done. In this world, education is about micro-credentials. Micro-credentials is that you come here, you learn just 3 credit hour course, and then you are given a certificate for it. If you accumulate all of that, you can receive a diploma or a degree, the required number. And you don't just do the short course, you have to write the exam. It goes through all the relevant quality assurance needs, not just a course, but just a one course you can do, maybe weekends, 2 months, and you get maybe a certificate in financial reporting or something, just one aspect, and then you are certified. If I can put all together and get a master's degree, I will. But I did it according to my professional needs. You used to do that. I asked your registrar, so you are still doing some short courses, but if it should be a micro-credential, that means it is properly certified and quality assured. I believe the Institute will continue to play a crucial role in preparing students to meet the rigorous standard of professional certification while equipping them with practical skills that employers require. Equally important is the opportunity for the Institute to deepen collaboration with industry. Strong partnerships with the corporate sector will ensure that training programs remain aligned with real-world expectation and emerging trends. By embracing innovation, maintaining high academic standards, and fostering industry collaboration, the Institute of Professional Studies will help produce professionals who are globally competitive and nationally impactful. The success of initiatives such as this depends on strong collaboration among key stakeholders, and I'm very happy to find all of you here. You mentioned ICAG, and several of you are collaborating. The Ministry of Education remains committed to supporting institutions that advance professional, technical, and skill-based education. Our vision is to build an education system that not only produces graduates, but also prepare them to contribute effectively to national development. In pursuit of this vision, the Ministry will continue to work closely with universities, regulatory bodies, professional associations, and industry partners to strengthen professional education across the country. We will support policies that encourage innovation in curriculum development, promote quality assurance professional training, and expand opportunities for students to access professional programs. The government cannot do it alone. Universities must continue to invest in quality teaching, research, and infrastructure. Professional bodies must maintain higher quality standards while supporting training institutions. Industry must provide opportunities for internship, mentorship, and practical exposure. And students themselves must embrace discipline, integrity, and commitment to lifelong learning. When all stakeholders work together, we can build an ecosystem where professional education thrives and contributes meaningfully to national progress. Before I conclude, let me say, my uncle he's an accountant now. We're living in Takoradi, and I used to carry his bag when I came into school to government transport. He passed through this place, and the first time I came here, I was the president of National Union of Ghana Students, and through student demonstration, a girl from Takoradi, being so full, has been shot. Maybe some of you who said we're here, 95. You carried her. My first assignment was to visit Miss Ofori to see how she was doing. So I did come here, and I was rather surprised. My uncle's school had very modest facilities then. So there has been a tremendous transformation. I have witnessed this myself because I worked with GTech for a long time, accrediting their program, even coming here for assessment of the institution itself. So congratulations. This is one of the most revolutionary transformation of institutions I have seen, because I have been in the system for those who know me, I've been in this tertiary education thing for more than maybe, Jerry, how long have we been here? More than 22 or 23. We've been here for a long time. So, but this is the most revolutionary transformation of an institution that I've ever seen. So congratulations. The Reverend, your leader, when I came then, was a Catholic priest, or was a priest? It was a Reverend something, yeah. When I started working, and then those who followed, you have done a lot. So the launch of Institute of Professional Studies at UPSA represents more than an institutional milestone. It symbolizes our shared aspiration to strengthen professional education and build a highly skilled workforce capable of driving Ghana's development. I am confident that the dedication of the university's leadership, the support of professional bodies, and the commitment of students and faculty, the institute will grow into a learning center for professional training, not only in Ghana, but across Africa. Once again, I congratulate the University of Professional Studies, Accra, on this important achievement. It is my great honor to officially declare the Institute of Professional Studies, UPSA, duly launched. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, Doc. We appreciate you. We would like to invite two professional bodies representing all the professional bodies to give us brief messages. So in no particular order, I invite Mr. Kweku Enim, Business Development Manager of the Association of Certified Chartered Accountants. Please let's welcome him.
Hello. Good afternoon to you all. The Council Chair, the Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, and I think I'll just stand on existing protocols because the list is quite long. In the first few weeks in office, I had a conversation with Prof. Fidelis, and she mentioned about the launch of IPS, the relaunch of IPS. And I'm super excited that it's actually happening today. As Prof. would jovially always say, brio. And I guess that's the tone at the top. All of UPSA Iniabre. That is a testament of what is happening now. We can all see the transformation that is happening. I bring you greetings from ACCA, and it's with a profound honor to stand with you today as we celebrate the relaunch of IPS. Now, the relaunch of IPS in the 60 years of UPSA. The past 6 decades, this institution has been a cornerstone in empowering the business leaders who are currently shaping Africa's economic landscape. I think that, while ACCA has been globally, we've been around for about 120 years, and in Ghana for about 30 years, our presence in Ghana, the story of ACCA in Ghana cannot be told without IPS. Definitely. Our histories are intertwined. Today, the products of ACCA IPS occupy pivotal roles across government, leading major industries, not just within our borders, but outside of Ghana and across the world. And this is a testament of the caliber of professionals that have been groomed within these walls. The relaunch of IPS also, as Prof had mentioned, as a technology-driven training hub, is a visionary move that we believe it's in its perfect moment. It's probably a coincidence that we also relaunched our qualification, and then it also included data science as a specialism. Now, this also ensured that the professionals that are trained in IPS and ACCA are not just not just accountants, but also data-driven strategists that are ready to lead in the digital economy. In our initial conversations with the department, the directorate, we set a bold move, bold ambition to support IPS in becoming the largest and most prestigious accountancy ACCA tuition center in Africa within the next 5 years. Thank you very much. Now, this is not just a goal, but it's also a commitment. And I look forward to us gathered in the next 5 years to talk about how this vision has become a reality. We're ready to support this vision coming to being. And there's a Ghanaian musician or rapper who once said that we day your back like Togo border. So as ACCA, we are happy to support IPS achieve its growth vision, its plan, as we move on to the next 60 years in its existence. Congratulations once again for this remarkable feat and this relaunch. Here is the next chapter of innovation and leadership, and we wish you the very best. Thank you very much.
Moving on swiftly, I would like to invite Mr. Paul Eninakwa of the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants to come and give us brief remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. And let me stand on existing protocol. I was not privileged to attend this university, but for those of us who grew up in Medina, this was our second home. We used to come and study under the trees down here. And Eric, I'm sure you remember. So I am also associated with this institution. Yes, and Prof. Mauto, I can't find him, he's gone. All right, thank you very much. Okay, but we've been trying to collaborate with, we've been collaborating with UPSA for quite a while. And we had some challenges. When he took over, then I remember that there used to be a gym somewhere here. And I used to come here. Then I said, this was the man who used to train here. I should have befriended him that time. I didn't. But I knew that he would remember my face. So when I came to his office and I was told that he wasn't there, I was running out and I saw him. I said, come and see Hussein Bolt. I reached, I said, Prof, my something is on your table. Within a week, that thing that had been there for 3 years was signed. Thank you very much. It's a privilege to join you at the launch of IPS today. Okay. Now, I work for the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. We've been training people for quite a while. When I was watching the documentary, I saw Mr. Joe Winfall, and I saw Prof. Alabi, and Emilia is also one of us. I've been collaborating with Prof over the period, and we are willing to support the Institute. Indeed, recently we signed an MOU, that was what I was referring to, which offers UPSA students and graduates access to our CGMA qualification at a hugely discounted fee. I mean, our fees are not the cheapest in the market. We admit that. But we have gone ahead to award your students 70% discount on our fees. So our colleagues in the UK pay a certain amount, and our people pay just 30% because Prof. Mawuto signed that document for us within record time. And we want to assure the Institute and UPSA that we'll continue to collaborate with UPSA to support the next generation of finance professionals that we are producing. So this is just a short one, but we want to assure Prof that we will be here anytime. We will support you in this endeavor. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, and I believe that the other professional bodies will follow the suit of CIMA. Thank you very much. To the important points on the program, the relaunch of IPS and the unveiling of the logo. And so I would like to invite my council chairman, Dr. Harry Lawson Agbanu, my vice chancellor, Dr. John Kwekume Mauto, Dr. Emmanuel Newman, kindly come, and all the representatives of the professional bodies present, kindly come and help unveil the logo of IPS. Please kindly come. Please move away from, there'll be a lot of fireworks, and then Professor Duajiman and Commissioner General, Deputy Commissioner of Domestic Tax, please kindly help us. Please stand a little far from the fireworks and say, you say, you declare. So you are the man of the moment. Pardon? Honorable Kandapa, please. Please come. Yes, please. I'm trying to move this out of the way. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we relaunch IPS. So in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I duly declare IPS duly relaunched.
Yeah. Thank you so very much. And so, IPS is duly relaunched. Thank you with our new logo. Thank you so very much. Kindly take your seats. Thank you so very much. I would like to invite Mr. Daze to perform an important duty as he gets ready. I would like to appreciate the work of the 60th Anniversary Committee. And let's really appreciate them. They put all this together. And the chairman, Mr. Kobreje Kum, and I would like to single out Mr. Dazi. Please, let's appreciate him. Last night, as late as 10, he was here going up and down to ensure that this program is successful. So thank you very much, Mr. Dazi. We do appreciate all you do, and we see you. We see you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Standing on the existing protocols, I want to acknowledge Mr. Krobo. Please, Mr. Krobo, former director of IPS. Let's acknowledge him. Thank you, Mr. Krobo. Yes, please. Yes, so when we were students, Mr. Kamdapa was our mentor, ECG. He was as ECG Director of Finance. I acknowledge my mate, Stagger James Afo. He's my mate, yes. And we used to go to him. Every program, as students, we invite him as a guest speaker. And so we thought that it was our responsibility to take the next. Whilst he was tired, we should push on. So anytime we invite him, we look up to him, we remember, and so we have to also give back. So we are giving back because somebody gave back. Thank you very much. So we are grateful for this opportunity. I'm here simply, and one Saturday, VC also called me and said I should run with this program. So VC, you say you won't give us money, so we'll make sure we get money. So when we get money, then we'll do the program. So that's why. Thank you very much for the challenge. I'm here simply because the story of IPS cannot be told without Nana Opoku-Ampoma, as you said, and Bobo Daniel. He marries Opoku-Ampoma's daughter. His wife, Daniel Owusu, his wife is Opoku-Ampoma's daughter. So, no, so that is what it is. We have a book here authored by Professor Edward Adjuman, talks about the history of accountancy in Ghana. He's part of our partners and supporters of this event. So the book has one on IPS. Chairman, we went to Kumasi, you bought a book. This one, you have to buy this one. You're a lecturer, so you have to. The chairman likes reading. That the evolution of professional accountancy from Gold Coast to Ghana is all here. So I think it's important for our accounting students and those of us for us to have a certain perspective. Now in the book, pages 136 to 172 is talking about IPS, how it was set up, and there are some notable, alumni listed here with their pictures. I see CEO there. I see Honorable Kandapar there. So I see your GRA commissioner there by default. So I see a lot of former IGP here. Their stories are here, and then Professor Adum from Pond, their stories are all here. The current Chief Director, Ministry of Finance, Patrick Numo, his story is here. I mean, students, are you aware that the economy is turning around because there's an IPS alumni who is the Minister of Finance? Are you aware? Students, are you aware? So it means that you should also aspire to do better. So this book is available at the entrance as you walk out. And the author is here. Let's acknowledge Prof. Prof has been on my case. So that's Prof. So I took excerpts from the book for the brochure you are holding. So I took excerpts because the history was apt. So please let us pictures for our professor. Commissioner, you have to get, Commissioner General is inside, so you have to, by default, make sure you get one for Sima, ACCA. What is the ACCA, man? I can't find. So you have to get copies for CIT. You have to get copies for your office. It's a very good book that inspires us. So thank you very much. I'm done. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I told you it was going to be brief, and I think we haven't done badly. Let's clap for ourselves. Before I call Dr. Mustafa Idrisu to perform the closing prayer, I'd like to acknowledge a few people here who haven't spoken at all, but are here and should be recognized. So in no particular order, this was written for me as well. So Precious John from CIHRM, we appreciate you being here. Augustine Jima from the Institute of Internal Auditors, Ghana, thank you. Mr. Albert J. from CITG. Jerry Safo from JTech. Mr. E.O. Osai, we already acknowledged you. Thank you for being here. Mr. Saribediako from EcoBank. Mr. Edu Kwating from EcoBank. Richfield Kwashi from IPMP. Thank you. Mr. Paul Osei-Fosu from GSA. Mr. Kwekuenim from ACCA.
Mr. Daniel Owusu from Deloitte Managing Partner, Mr. Paul Eninakwa from SEMA, Mrs. Emilia Dechi, thank you, Madam, for coming, Mr. Patrick Ando, General Secretary, CILT, Professor Edward Juajiman, former Auditor General. Thank you very much. And all of you are important, and we thank you for the time taken to be here. If I haven't mentioned your name, it's not because you are not important. You are very important. We see you, we recognize you, and thank you for making this program successful and being part of the relaunch. We promise that professionalism, we will continue with what we do best. Thank you so much for being here. Doc, if you are here, we are ready for the prayer, and then we'll be out of here. Thank you so much for coming. Please, after the prayer, I'm told you should be seated. There's something special happening. So after the prayer, please remain seated. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Council Chair, I realized everybody was standing on the existing protocol, and I asked, who is lying on it? Because I felt that the existing protocol would have broken by now. So somebody should lie on the existing protocol. If not that, it will just get broken. Shall we pray? Honestly, I'm also an old student of this university. So, yes. Yes, thank you for putting me on the program because I'm an alumni. In the name of Allah, the most great. Oh, please sit. We can pray whilst you are sitting. Okay. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Oh Allah, you've been with us from the beginning of this program, and you have been with us throughout the program. We commit everybody who has traveled far and wide to this particular place into thy care. As we leave here, we are asking you to be with us. Protect us, guide us. We pray for the success of the Institute of Professional Studies. Whatever the Institute is going to do, as we have relaunched it, we ask you to be with us throughout that period. We pray for our Vice Chancellor. We pray for the management of the university. We pray for the Honorable Kandapa. He's somebody I would always want to pray for. May Allah continue to bless you. May Allah continue to protect you. May Allah bless all of us. May Allah protect all of us. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Ghayral maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen.
So, memories are made on special days. So kindly, we would like to have a group photograph. So with your kind permission, if you come to where I am, we would have a group photograph. So kindly, those in the first two seats, kindly come, and the students can join in the subsequent pictures. So kindly, VC, Council Chair, and Dr. Newman, kindly come, and then we'll take the pictures. And the 60th anniversary planning committee, kindly join the pictures. Photographers, please, organize us.